Hey everyone, Coach Charles Smith here. Hey, coming to you from a warm San Diego today, and I'm coming on because I wanted to talk about a subject that it just keeps coming up over and over and over. And it came up again yesterday when I was having lunch with a young lady. We were talking. In fact, this week I've had meetings or lunches with about 3 people, and the same subject came up each time. But let me give you an analogy though first. Have you ever went to a doctor, or maybe you know somebody in your family or household who went to a doctor, and the doctor said, hey, you know what, you need to start doing this. A good example would be, I have diabetes, or I need to lose weight, or whatever. You go to the doctor, and the doctor says, hey, you need to start dieting and exercising. You need to do something to change your lifestyle. And once again, I'm just using health and fitness. You could use anything. You could use building a business. You could use whatever. And you go to the doctor and you just don't adhere to what they have to say. You just say, you know what, that doctor's a quack. And so, 2 or 3 months later, you maybe not be feeling well, or you go back to the doctor. You may see another doctor, and that doctor said, hey, you need to do this and you need to do that. In fact, he or she said the same thing the first doctor said, and you don't really adhere to it. You don't take them seriously. You're not compliant. In 6 months or a year or so or more goes by, and the situation has gotten worse. It's gotten worse to the point where it's critical. In the area of health and fitness, it may be something critical. Your diabetes has gotten worse. You've gained more weight, and throughout this period, you didn't listen to the 3 people that you went to for counseling, and in this case, the doctor, to get his opinion. It's the same thing that can apply to a lot of different things. And so now you actually are a year down the road, and you go to the doctor, and the doctor says, hey, listen, you need to do this. The doctor is saying the exact same thing the first doctor says, but it's a different doctor. This is the 4th doctor, and you finally say, okay, I'm going to do it. You do it, you get it done, and everything is great. I use this analogy because what we tend to do is this. We tend to look back and say, oh my God, if I would have done this a year ago, I wouldn't have to go through this pain. I wouldn't have had to go through the suffering. My weight or my diabetes would be better if I would have just listened to the person that I went to in the beginning. I know some of you can relate to this, whether it's based to health and fitness, whatever it relates to. I deal with it a lot in the business setting. I actually coach and mentor a lot of people in different businesses, and my regular fitness business, in my Beachbody coaching business, in my mentoring business where I mentor fit pros. And there's one thing that comes up constantly for somebody who's looking to build a business or an online business or make their existing fitness or health and fitness business better. It's things like marketing. It's things that I coach them in about building a brand, building a presence, some very specific tools that I've learned from really my mentor who I go to, and I coach these things. And what comes up a lot of times, and what came up this weekend in one situation, I'm sitting down talking to a young lady, and it's probably 2 or 3 years, at least 2 years on down the line from we had our first initial coaching call, mentoring call, and I'm very specific. Hey, these are the things that you need to start doing, specific, and it will drive your business forward. And since then, she didn't do a whole lot of them, and she's talked to other mentors and other coaches. And I guess just recently, she had somebody in her life who was telling her how she could build this out or do this and start to make her business successful. And she was telling her the same exact things that I told her 2 years ago. And she said to me, Coach, I wish I would have listened. I wish I would have take heed. I came to you for mentoring and coaching. You told me what to do. I didn't do it. So now 2 years on down the line, or whatever it is, I don't have the business I want. I don't have the revenue I want. I don't have the independence that I want because I didn't listen to you. And I think I bring that up because we, as humans, it's human nature for us to do this. It takes us getting to a desperate situation, or it takes us, I know some people at some point aren't ready. I know some people aren't ready to take action. People aren't, they need to hear it from somebody who they'll listen to, which is probably the case. But I bring this up, and my point is this. if there's something or anything that you're trying to do in your life, whether it's get healthy or fit, whether it's build a business, whether it's do whatever, build a relationship with your whatever, and you have somebody coaching and mentoring you, or somebody that you're connected to that you came to for advice voluntarily, and they give you some tools, some things to do, while it may be fearful, you have to do them. Because what you do is this: if you actually can have the courage and the wherewithal to actually take action, you will save yourself a whole lot of time. If that person who went to the doctor with the diabetes started their program and started being compliant and started exercising, eating right, immediately they would have saved a year of heartache. If that person who wanted to build a business actually started adhering to and even alleviating her fear and taking action with the person who she came to for advice, she would have saved years and heartache and setbacks. Don't get to a point where you have to have multiple people tell you the same thing for you to make it stick. Take action, whether it's your health, whether it's your fitness, whether it's building your business, whether it's trying to repair or start a relationship, and you have somebody counseling you on what to do. Meaning, I think a lot of times what we do is we're fearful of taking action because we're skeptical. Maybe we're not ready at the time. But what we don't do is go back and kill the original messenger. And that's what I see happening a lot these days. Is the original messenger is the one who delivered the message wasn't adhered to. So once again, take action. Take action. Don't allow that health or fitness issue, don't allow the mentoring or coaching that you're getting from somebody to go to the wayside, because I guarantee you, on down the line, you're going to most likely have to do the same things to accomplish that goal as that first person told you to do. You guys have a great day. Take care. Hey, if you have any questions or comments, hey, chime in, let me know. I'll respond. But take action. Take care. Bye.